All right, welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Let's get into the news. It says 30.9 trillion dinars deposited in the Rafidain Bank. And I think Greg had this article as well. Let me actually go down here and see if that Greg. Yeah, I think this is the article that Greg had over here. Yeah, deposited into the Rafidain Bank 39.9 trillion dinars. This one says 30.9 trillion. So, whatever, you know what I mean? But either way, and Greg said there was no it looks like there's no liquidity issues, but this was they were talking this was all numbers from last year, not this year. Okay, so last year these were numbers from last year, and they also said that it says the profits of the bank for last year amounted to 192 billion dinars. Okay, so they made 192 billion dinars in profit last year, the Rafidian Bank. So they're in good shape. They got money, and it's only one bank though. We don't hear much about the Rashid Bank any longer. It's only we only are hearing about the Rafidian Bank a lot now. What happened to Rashid Bank? There is the Iraqi Trade Bank and a bunch of other banks as well. But we're just the Rafidian Bank, and all we've been hearing about is the Rafidian Bank lately. So that's kind of I don't know why that is, but anyway, we do have the private banks completing their all their trainings and everything like that. So we'll probably hear more news about that soon about all the private banks completing their training and ready to go internationally. Okay, so that's cool. That's good news. Abadi, we are working to reduce the salaries of the presidencies and the ministries and the budget for next year. They are already have started on the budget for 2018 because they're trying to get the budget done and ready to go for October. And I think America starts their year in October as well. So they're trying to link up internationally with America and have their budgets done in October and out in October. So that's a good sign. So they're going to reduce the salaries of the presidencies and the ministers because we're hoping to get because of purchasing power, right? So that's why you can drastically reduce the salaries of the presidency and the ministries, okay, and the ministers and the government, so they can link up with international government pay, okay. So that's a good sign. And they also Babadi, Jabari, and Food Masoon are going to DC to get spankings, okay, because they haven't launched their economic reforms or passed any of their laws publicly yet. The laws are still sitting there. They haven't activated Article 140 like the United Nations told them to. Actually, United Nations said launch at Article 140 now, and they still haven't done it. So they're going to be going there to get spanking. Okay, and to understand that they're not that Donald Trump and the boys are not going to tolerate it any longer. Maliki's coalition announced that the post of the president of the republic will remain vacant after the referendum. Now, this is kind of confusing because I don't believe anything Maliki and his coalition say, but it says they're talking about that. They're talking about that Fu Musun has a political and combat history, but his mandate may end automatically on the 25th of this month, coinciding with the referendum on the separation of the region, and thus become infallible as the foreign citizen of the Kurdish community and has no right. Okay, so as to serve as the president of the Republic of Iraq. So this is going to be really interesting if Kurds do actually go and vote independent and vote yes on the 25th. We hope that doesn't happen. We hope Maliki and Abadi, I mean not Maliki, but Abadi and Alak make the moves necessary beforehand so they can vote no. Okay, and keep everybody intact. Okay, so that's what we're hoping for, but we don't know if that's going to happen or not. Everything's up for grabs and up in the air. Eric has here Food Masoon and Abadi to New York soon, yeah, and Jabari's already heading down there as well to DC, so they're all going to meet up. Final nail in the hammer into the U.S. dollar's coffin. So yeah, the U.S. dollar is falling. It's in a falling channel as well, so that's also bad. Okay, so it's just going down, 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 down. It is gonna stay up for it. The U.S. dollar is gonna be around for at least till yeah, maybe 2025, maybe before it completely dies off. You know what I mean? Maybe 2025, but we're going to see a significant downturn in the dollar from now to the 2020. Definitely the dollar is going to lose a lot of value, and then it's going to basically die off by 2025. So yeah, so that's what's coming on for the dollar. Um, let's see here. Let's go down here and see what you guys have to say. What is this here? It says bricks for gold. Okay, and against the dollar. Okay. A body better get a diaper change. Grab him by the huggies, Trump. And yes, spanking. Look at the spanking. 20 trillion national debt. Yeah, it's way more than 20 trillion. They just stopped it at 20 trillion. Okay, we're probably at 40, 50 trillion uncounted for. But they just been stopping it at 20 trillion. We're just telling the world it's 20 trillion, but everybody knows it's way more than 20 trillion. Currency 365, just a question. This is the way I'm looking at this situation with the reforms. So, are we waiting on a lock or a body to pull the trigger for the reforms? It should be a lock in the CBI with the IMF, World Bank, and the Finance Committee. They should launch the economic reforms. Okay. Now, a body can make the announcement, but a lock in them are the ones that are going to be launching the economic reforms and to the international rate, okay, and the launching the private sector and all the other things like that. Okay, so and then once that happens, once they're 1 to 1, then most likely will see then the oil and gas law completed, activated, and all the other laws as well. The important laws get done as well once they go 1 to 1, because there's no turning back, and they will know. That's why we need a lot to just go ahead and go 1 to 1, because if a lot goes 1 to 1, then they'll have emergency meetings to activate all the laws, because there's no turning back. Okay, and they know that. So if a lot goes 1 to 1, then there's no turning back. The reason why they haven't announced all these laws, these important laws, is because a lock hasn't raised the value. And so when a lock raises the value, then the important laws can go down. Now, of course, if America's going to spank them and tell them to get the important laws done, then we'll probably see the important laws before the revaluation. But if a lock just changes the value, then the important laws will come out of hiding and they'll be activated, because they have no choice but to do that. Okay, at that point. Okay. How can my mom and I make money on crypto? We want in. And Jordan, we've been talking about cryptos on this channel and on the main channel for 10 months, bro. I don't know where you've been. You watch the videos every day. So that's on you, brother. We can't hold people's hands and make them drink at the same time. We've been doing this for 10 months every day. So, and you've been watching my videos every day for 10 months and more. So, not sure what's going on with that. And there's many videos and many things on YouTube and things like that for beginners to learn as well, how to buy cryptocurrencies and stuff like that. Someone needs to scare them straight. Just ridiculous how corrupt these people are. Yes, that is true. A body knows that if he doesn't get this done soon before the referendum, and that if he loses Kirsten, the people will lose faith in him, and be very much more likely to elect Maliki. Maliki cannot run again, so it's all buffoonery on Maliki's part to run again, because he's already done 8 years. And so that's why Maliki's saying that he wants to pick somebody in his team to run so he can control them, right? Okay, it says since they are 65% Shiite, let's see, he is taking a huge chance waiting so long. Yeah, I know. Jordan says 2018, and it says the Kurds are going absolutely nowhere. John says, do you get the feeling with all of this Kurd turd crap that it's all designed chaos to hide the economic reforms? It could be. I don't know. I have no clue, John, and we don't know. Charlie Lee, Litecoin's CEO, says, looks like this time China finally banned Bitcoin exchanges. Anonymous source, I trust fully. Oh, yeah, right. There's only one response, just hodl. So he's hot. So basically, and I did read more of his tweets, he's basically saying hodl the coins. Don't trust these anonymous sources and stuff like that. Just hodl your coins, weather the storm of these stupid rumors, you know what I mean, and of China. China's just trying to take advantage, trying to act like they're rulers of the world, which they are. But you shouldn't be able to rule the cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are decentralized. Keep them that way and remove yourselves from rumors of China. And China's news should no longer affect the markets, but it does. It does, and I think that post from Charlie Lee actually scared a lot of people into selling because the markets started going completely down after Charlie Lee made that post, and he did respond to that and saying, "Oh, I think I made people sell." Look, Charlie Lee, if I'm you, I wouldn't, feed into the rumors or do any of that stuff. Now he did say he's hodling all his cryptocurrencies, but that doesn't mean that beginners aren't going to be scared and go and hit the panic button and sell, and that's what we're seeing here. Uh, Bitcoin's lost almost $200 in value in just a minutes of seconds after Charlie Lee made that post. So yeah, Charlie, you need to be careful of what you say on online because you're making people sell their coins, and these coins are going to be 10 times to 100 times their value within six to 12 months, and people are going to look back and say, "Why did I sell?" Okay, so we don't want to have people selling their currency just because of tweets. You know what I mean? So let's look at the market. Bitcoin's down, Ethereum's down, everything's down. Litecoin's down, Dash is up a little bit there. IOTA still about a little 13%. Amisa goes down. Let's see, NEO's down to 20. Qtim's down. Lisk is down. ARK is still up 14%. BitShares is up. Let's come down here. Vertasium down at 84 bucks. Sitecoin is down. Everything is down. Digibyte down 11%, back to 0.015. Like I said, the party will begin the last 2 weeks of the month for Digibyte, running into October 2nd. City Tech Awards. Edgeless is up 15%. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, Cash is at 75%, 75 cents, up 45%. Told you guys about that yesterday at 50 cents. Some of you guys have made a lot of money already on that. So, you know what I mean? So there's nothing else to say about that. Okay, so I think that is it. Not a lot of news today, guys and girls. Body, Food Masoon, and what's his name? Jabari headed to DC in New York to get their spanking. They haven't done what they're supposed to do. They haven't launched the economic reform. They haven't passed any of the laws. And they're dealing with this referendum stuff and this Kirkuk issue with the oil and gas law and all this other stuff. So we'll see what happens. Today they were supposed to read the oil or discuss about the oil and gas company, the national oil company for Iraq. They were supposed to discuss that today. And they were also supposed to do something about the some type of vote or some type of discussion with the national ration cards or ID cards and stuff like that as well. So other than that, there's really not much else going on. I guess I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I did do a crypto charts video for you guys, so you guys can check that out on the main channel. And yeah, I think that is it. We looked at it. Maliki's just acting a fool with his coalition people, and Rafidain Bank has a lot of money, a lot of liquidity in Rafidain Bank. I'm not sure about the other banks, and we haven't heard much about Rashid Bank as well. And so I'm not sure why. Rashid Bank has been very quiet these last couple of months. So anyways, that's it for me, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. And I'm trying to think what else are we doing tomorrow. I'm not sure. I think it's going to be, it should be a good day tomorrow. Tomorrow we should have some good news. It is Wednesday tomorrow already, and Tuesday nights into Wednesdays usually bring us a lot of breaking news and big announcements. So look out for that, and that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Central Bank's actually still publishing and selling gold weekly basis to trying to get those 3-0 notes in. And yesterday, remember, a lot talked about a potential revaluation to get the rest of the 3-0 notes in. So that was pretty cool yesterday when a lock was talking about a possible revaluation to get those notes in, because that's the only way he's going to be able to get those 3-0 notes out of the citizens' hands. So that was pretty cool yesterday. And a lot of you guys agreed with me, and so did the dinar community. They agreed that that's exactly what he was talking about. It's making the value attractive to get the 3-0 notes out of their citizens' hands and bring that liquidity into the banks. So anyways, talk to you guys later. Eyes open. God bless. Shalom. Hit like, subscribe, and share. And I'll talk to you guys later. Eyes open.